When most people think of World War II, their minds go straight to the front lines. Soldiers in trenches, tanks rolling across Europe, and air raids tearing cities apart. But behind the battlefields, there was another power working in the shadows, the Vatican. As the smallest independent state in the world, the Vatican found itself in a dangerous position, balancing diplomacy, faith, and survival. Its decisions shaped the war in ways that were rarely publicized, and many of its most sensitive actions remained hidden for decades. Today, we'll uncover 5 World War II secrets the Vatican had to keep, and why they mattered so much. At first glance, it seemed that the Vatican maintained neutrality during the war. But behind closed doors, its relationship with Nazi Germany was anything but simple. On the one hand, the Vatican had signed a concordat with Hitler's government in 1933 to protect Catholic institutions in Germany. On the other hand, Vatican officials secretly condemned Nazi ideology, especially its racism and brutal persecution of Jews. Priests risked their lives smuggling Jews out of occupied territories, and reports suggest Vatican channels helped transmit intelligence to the Allies. Silence was the official stance, but in the shadows, the Church was caught in a constant struggle against the Reich. Perhaps one of the most remarkable secrets of the Vatican during World War II was its role as a sanctuary. Within Rome itself, Vatican buildings, monasteries, and convents sheltered thousands of Jews fleeing Nazi persecution. Families were hidden in the very heart of the city, sometimes only steps away from German troops. Records show that convents disguised Jewish children as novices, while priests provided false baptismal certificates to give them Christian identities. The Vatican never openly admitted this during the war for fear of retaliation, but after the conflict, many survivors came forward with stories of being saved by this secret network of Catholic safehouses. While bombs rained down across Europe, the Vatican worked tirelessly behind the scenes as a diplomatic mediator. Papal diplomats had access to both Axis and Allied leaders, and their secret reports were often among the most reliable sources of intelligence during the war. Through coded messages and clandestine meetings, Vatican officials tried to negotiate prisoner exchanges, protect civilians, and push for peace deals that never quite materialized. Though the Vatican could not stop the war, it maintained a crucial role in keeping communication lines open when governments had cut ties with each other. This was diplomacy at its most discreet. No discussion of the Vatican's World War II secrets is complete without addressing Pope Pius XII. Known as the wartime Pope, his silence on the Holocaust remains one of history's great controversies. Critics argue that he failed to speak out forcefully against Nazi atrocities, while defenders claim his silence was strategic, designed to avoid provoking Nazi retaliation against Catholics and Jews already under threat. Newly opened Vatican archives suggest that Pius XII was far more informed than he admitted publicly, receiving detailed reports about mass executions. Whether his silence was cowardice or a calculated effort to protect lives remains one of the Vatican's most debated secrets. Perhaps the most unsettling secret involves what happened after the war ended. Evidence shows that Vatican officials, sometimes without full knowledge of higher authorities, helped facilitate escape routes for Nazi war criminals. Known as ratlines, these underground channels smuggled former SS officers and collaborators out of Europe, often towards South America. Some argue this was part of a broader anti-communist effort, seeing ex-Nazis as allies against Soviet expansion. Others believe it was simply corruption or misplaced mercy. Whatever the case, it remains one of the darkest shadows cast over the Vatican's wartime legacy. The Vatican of World War II was a place of contradictions, a sanctuary for the persecuted, a diplomatic bridge and at times a controversial bystander. Its secrets, whether hidden Jews, quiet diplomacy or post-war ratlines, show that even in the world's holiest city, survival often meant compromise. These revelations remind us that history is never as simple as heroes and villains. It is a tapestry of moral dilemmas, hidden actions and choices made under immense pressure. If you found this dive into Vatican secrets fascinating, be sure to subscribe to Strange History for more stories that peel back the layers of our past. And don't forget to share this video, because some secrets are just too important to stay hidden.